Hello, this is BookaShade. You released your new album, The Sun and the Neon Light, recently. The title suggests that it's both for the daylight listening and at night. Is that correct?
Yeah, pretty much so. It's, as we always say, it's the condemnation and glorification of nightlife at the same time.
How does it relate to your previous albums, Memento and Movements?
I think it's a different thing. So we just try to do something different, and it's more organic. There are more real instruments on the album, and we try to go back more to the cinematic music we did in the past. And yeah, that's mainly the thing. So because during the last tour we wrote Movements, and now on this Movements tour we wrote The Sun and the Neon Light. So it's all influenced by the experiences we had on tour.
I don't think many bands write their music on tour. They do it at home. Is it easier for you? How does it go?
Well, we had no choice because we've been constantly on tour for the last 4 years, more or less. So Movements was done on the road, and the new album, also the DJ kicks that we did last year, it was also done in backstage areas. You know, we put the laptops everywhere we could, in lobbies of hotels, even at the airport. And you can find inspiration everywhere, and sometimes it's really interesting. Like there's a song on the album called Copacabana, and it was really actually written in a hotel room overlooking the Copacabana in Rio de Janeiro, which is a lovely place. There's a lot of sunlight, beautiful people, but if you listen to the song, you'll find that the state of mind that we've been in wasn't so positive. So it's all those ups and downs on the tour that make it very interesting.
You've scored some major club hits in the past with your previous singles. Was it hard not to repeat yourself?
Yeah, you can say so, because we lost, I think, 6 months of work, because we tried to do another Movements album in the beginning when we started with The Sun and the Neon Light, but we realized that we said everything in this genre, and we really wanted to do something different, and that's why we decided to go a different way. It's not really Sun and the Neon Light, it's not a dance album, it's different. It has dance elements, but it has also more composing, and that's what we wanted to do. And this was really important for us to really fulfill this dream and to do a completely different album than Movements.
I know you're very productive. Was it difficult to choose the final 14 songs of the album?
Well, you know, we had around, I would say, 50 songs that we could choose from. You know, we had a lot of scribbles, a lot of demos, and we chose those songs who kind of stood the test of time. You know, we've been listening to them back and forth for many, many weeks, and those where we had the feeling, okay, they won't be boring in 6 months' time. These are the ones that we chose. Because for us it was important to create something that you could be able to listen to in a year's time or even in 5 years' time. So yeah, it was difficult to choose. You know, it's like if you have babies and you want to choose your favorite babies, it's really difficult. But we're quite happy now with the ones that we have. And you know, if you take a song like Outskirts, which is the opening track of the album, it's very cinematic. It sets the atmosphere for the whole album. So we're quite happy.
Would it be an idea to tour with a live band for BookaShade? Would it be possible?
With more people, you mean? Perhaps someday. So we will see. So the tour is still going on. So I think till the end of the year. So we have another 50 shows to go, and it's a lot of work to travel with. At the moment, we're traveling with 6 people, and it's a lot of people, and the organization is really hard. So we will see if we can do this, that we have more than 2 people on stage. We will see.
Ask us. I mean, we still have South America, we have North America again, we have Australia, we have Japan probably. So ask us in 6 months' time what we think.
Okay, I will. Your lives have changed a lot since a couple of years because of the hits like Body Language, Mandarin Girl. What's the biggest advantage of being popular, and what's the biggest downside of being so famous?
Yeah, the beautiful thing is that the people know the music now, and we fill up places, and we can play our own concerts, and the halls are full with people, and we have a lot of fans, and this is great that you share the music with other people. And if you see, like at the Pukkelpop Festival when we played there last year, and you see that 12,000 people sing along with your melody, this is really something special. The traveling is sometimes a little hard, you know, because you're away from your family, you're waiting at airports and hotel lobbies. It's just, we play an hour or a little more than an hour of music on stage, but we're waiting the whole day for this moment. And but this is the problem every musician has. This is the normal problem. But to be successful is a good thing. And of course, you feel a little more pressure than before movements, of course. On the other hand, this is also a good thing that you have this pressure to really push forward, you know, and go other ways.
Do you regret that the success came rather late in your career, and that you have like more difficult now to live the rock and roll life when you have wives and children?
Well, you know, the thing is, we've always been successful in certain things that we did, like when we did the songwriting, or even if we did music for commercials. You know, we did commercials like Levi's and things. So it was always very interesting. And you know, being on stage and playing for people was something we always dreamt of, that's right. So since we were really kids. But I think it had to be the way, you know, it had to be the way it is now. One thing led to another. Probably we couldn't enjoy what we do now as much as we do as when we did it when we were 21 or 25 or whatever. So sure, you have to look after yourselves a bit more. The raving gets less and less, but it's still a lot of fun.
You're in the position that you could ask big names to cooperate on a track. Is there some kind of youth idol that you would like to work together with, or maybe do a remix for?
Not really, because we decided that we really keep it simple and that we just do the maximum we can do with our voices and with our talents, so that we see BookaShade more like an island, you know. And this was the decision we made with Memento, with Movements, and with a new album, that we are not want to work with other artists together, so that we really keep it like an island. It's our island, and we can do whatever we want. But we're thinking about opening up a little bit and perhaps work with singers together, because I think we are now in a position where we can do this, and yeah, it would be challenging to do this, but it's not really a plan at the moment.
You released your very first record on RNS, a Belgian label. You did the live DVD at Pukkelpop Festival last year. Do you have a special link with Belgium?
Yeah, Belgium is always great, you know, for us. And you know, if you look at the history, Belgium has always been very upfront with electronic music. A lot of very interesting electronic music came out of Belgium, and people are very interested in the music. You can tell that there are really music lovers at the concerts, at the festivals. Sometimes it really makes a difference, you know, and you can see in the people's faces that they do dance and they rave, but they also listen. And you know, we always had a good time in Belgium. And one of the very first shows we ever played as BookaShade was in Belgium.
Okay. Thanks a lot, and I hope you enjoyed I Love Techno too.
Thank you.
Thanks to you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.